Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for Doom Patrol episode 6. This one's titled Space Patrol, so I can't wait to see what the gang gets into in this one, especially after what happened at the end of last episode, and I really cannot wait to see how that affects the team, with Dorothy killing Baby Doll with Candlemaker, and maybe even Flaming Katie might be out for the count too. We don't know. We did see her get smacked to the side and her flame put out. Does that mean she's dead? We don't know yet. Who's to say? Could Candlemaker have taken out 2 of them? Very likely, but I mean, she kind of brought it on herself, and that's a whole other debate. I think that really the true villain of this story is Niles, because why in God's earth would he just like leave those 2 children of all people alone, unsupervised, running around that mansion? Look what happened. Looking at you, Niles. Pretty much everything it can traces back to being Niles' fault still. Even though he's trying so hard to like push past it and do something good for these people, even though he practically ruined most of their lives. On top of that, you still had Larry, who I thought was going to have like finally something good going on in his corner. And then no. At the end of it, his son turns on him and hands him over and rats him out to the Bureau of Normalcy. Like, what the fuck is that? Calm down, man. Calm down. It's okay. God, just give Larry some love, please. The dude deserves it. He's been through enough already, man. Cut the guy some slack. I mean, Rita, at least, out of everything going on in this episode, had the most, well, I wouldn't say the most. Rita had some positive things going for her. She got that audition. Cyborg and Ronnie hooked back up, and Cliff found himself a fresh finger. We'll see where that pans out. So let's go ahead and dive into episode 6, Space Patrol. Here we go. Picking up right here. Oh shit. Is that candle wax on her? Yep. Oh, fuck, man.
Holy shit.
Right?
They're dead.
Both of them are dead. Oh. All right. So, Flaming Katie went down too.
Dorothy, rise and shine.
Well, there's our confirmation. At least they both went down. Now you're checking on them? Are you serious?
Dorothy?
Fresh off the knuckle.
What the hell are you thinking?
I'm thinking this perfectly good touching stick is my ticket to being able to feel.
Touching stick.
Dorothy's missing. Table the finger and help me find her.
Missing? You've only checked her room as far as we've seen. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. But you should have been watching her the entire time, so. Rita and Larry? Yeah.
You're sure we weren't followed?
That I'll be better off if I were dead.
Well, that may be true. I would be bereft.
These 2 are the best.
First, I'm not in a time of need. I'm in a time of regret and self-loathing. Second, I doubt it's fame you're chasing by joining the Cloverton Players. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Confidence.
Right.
Can I look inside of you?
What the fuck?
Ew.
To see what's broken, I mean. If I could do a deep scan, I could figure out how to relieve some of your pain.
You can scan my guts if you tell me about your PTSD. All the gory details are too chicken shit to share in group.
Okay, deal.
Deal?
Yeah.
You gonna do that other thing you do?
You like that thing,
I
right?
like that thing.
What's the thing? It's the cyber tentacles, isn't it? I knew it. What the fuck?
What the hell?
Where was she?
The basement?
Was Dorothy with her?
No, nobody cares about Dorothy. Jane was in the basement.
Hey, what's going on?
Dorothy put Jane in a coma.
Have you seen her?
Oh, no. But there's something else you should see.
Oh my
Isn't
God.
Dorothy playing dress up with Rita's skin?
No. No, there's a spaceship outside.
What the fuck?
Tell them I'm not here.
Who the fuck are these creeps?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I need to find Dorothy.
But Niles, slow down. Do you know these guys?
I mean, apparently,
1955.
he knows everybody. Welcome home, Larry.
Hello.
We are the pioneers of the uncharted. Earth's best and brightest, assembled by benevolent genius Niles Calder. To pilot
Benevolent
space
genius.
vessel Icarus. Pioneers, roll call.
The name's Zip. Hotshot pilot. Nothing scares me. Except marriage. The name's Specs. I'm the brains of the op. And a heartbreaker to boot.
Oh my gosh.
Is Moscow.
The Russian one. We are the pioneers of
The Uncharted. Got it. Zip Callahan.
What was this intro?
What does death even mean here? Personas disappear.
She's got a point,
They go dormant
and
for a
we've
while.
been talking
There's
about
no
that.
Evidence we can even be killed. Not unless you pull a Miranda and throw yourself into the well. No.
Are they going to dump them in the well? I mean, like, that's what we were kind of talking about. Can they actually die since they are constructs?
I didn't do
Jane's
it.
in doubt.
It was the candle maker. I'm sorry. I'm leaving.
Yes and no. I didn't do it. You kinda did. You definitely did. You asked the candle maker. The candle maker did do it. I'm sorry. You did it. Oh, what the fuck? She hijacked their spaceship, and I remember that moment from the trailer, but I just don't remember. I forgot. Didn't even like put it together.
I'm sorry your daughter ran away to space, but we've got a patient on the table in there. You had a fucking spaceship in this garage the whole time.
When I lost contact with the first ship, I saw no reason to use the second.
All right, we're just gonna shoot up and follow after her.
Make sure the airlock shuts behind you, Cliff. Things may be rusty.
I just need a Cliff shirt that just says the fuck. What the fuck?
I'm not in a rush to get stranded in space on your homebrew devil ship.
Give me the apple, Cliff. We need fuel.
You gotta feed the goat to fly.
Been clear?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, he just put an apple there. That thing, can it turn its head? Can it eat that apple? How's that work? Science me!
I should probably warn you.
Oh, bust my chops, will ya?
What the fuck?
Smooth little gravity. What a treat.
What the hell?
For 65 years. It's gotten weird.
Oh! What?
You have a negative spirit?
What? 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 I need a little more, please. Give me some more.
Welcome to the first read-through of Our Town, about the day our town was sucked into the ground. What we talk about when we talk about the donkey. Let's begin.
Are you serious? Oh, God. That is great.
The Blob Lady.
We learned to contain the radiation within our skin. We had to live in our ship's airlock. It was a difficult 5 years.
You learned to master that thing in 5 years.
How long did it take you?
He hasn't. Shit.
How word do you want me to get?
Just tell the truth. Holy shit.
Yo, I'm skipping over a pocket universe and a donkey, a world-ending cult, a world-saving cult, a secret government branch that houses a pack of flesh-eating butts.
For real?
I mean, right?
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm laughing at your PTSD.
Look, this is why I can't do group. Okay, I'm hacking the military.
What?
Oh,
What's
shit.
inside of you, I can figure out how to neutralize it.
Uh-uh.
Boop, boop, boop. Oops. Hacked the government. Found your blueprints.
You fucker. Does that say Star Labs?
And
Calder?
robotics.
What?
Okay.
Please, what am I supposed to do? Knowing is your job.
I should have seen the signs. Hacking secret documents, poking around dark corners of the military. It's young love. Look for the advice?
Pass. How could you let this happen?
I'm gonna level with you, son. That kind of money is what makes you possible.
Oh my god. What?
Dog.
Oh my god, man.
Left to her own devices, she could unleash a being so powerful, it would cleave the earth in two. All it would take is for Dorothy to wish it so.
That's fucking insane.
Just get her back.
What you making?
A grave.
Can I sit here for a while?
All right, hotshot, you're a real whiz.
How are you still alive?
They are not.
Ah.
Zip and Specs died a long time ago. The bodies of Zip and Specs were invaded by a benign spore from a distant planet some years ago.
Is it contagious?
We don't believe so.
I'm going to stay up here, away from anyone I can hurt, forever.
I don't think that's how oxygen works. The truth is, we're all struggling to figure out what kind of people we are. Jane included. She'll understand, I promise you.
Never again. You will never make another wish for as long as you live.
I promise.
Christ, that's sad.
Name's Zip. Pilot.
Yes. If ever any fruit grows here, don't eat it.
Zip. Specs, great. Rest in peace, pioneers. I'm going to return to my family, but I'm not going to sever ties. I'm going to mend them or die trying.
I don't know. You could probably forget Paul at this point, but I understand.
I highly recommend space.
Don't do it. There's no going back from here. I was reborn. If you'll kindly step aside as primary, I'll show you what the girl wants.
Wow.
We should secure Dorothy's helmet before re-entry. Thank you, Cliff. I promise I'll never ask another favor of you.
Hey, for what it's worth, she's all right.
She is special, isn't she? But we're not going home.
What?
What are you doing?
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? What the? Niles, you have some explaining to do. What the hell? God. I don't even know how to process that. I don't understand the aim, the angle. What is it? Is he just gonna take off with Dorothy and go somewhere else? Maybe not go home? Not want to leave any evidence behind? Why eject Cliff like that? I don't understand. Niles, why? Ah, my God. So, finally, a little bit of hope for Larry, thanks, I can't remember her name, the Russian one, who has made peace with her negative spirit and become one. And they, you know, she's not irradiated, at least at this point that we've seen her. does that mean, and she didn't deny that she was radioactive, she had to be contained before. Is there a possibility that if he becomes at peace, at one with it, that he can heal and contain it? Or is it already too late for him? Because she touched the energy, but she's still here and unburned and fine. Is there a way for him to maybe reverse it later down the line? Who knows? I can't remember their names already. The two astronauts that came back with her that were just all zipper chipper and like 50s cartoony, hopping around, slapping each other in the bum. God, that was so weird and strange and hilarious. And I thought it was funny that they were like on repeat. Like they had like this set script that they went through. And then it just turned horribly dark when you were like, no, they're dead. Those are just carved out husks inhabited by a spore that has taken over their bodies. And this is all they know how to do. It's just like, wow, that went the other way. Rita. Actually, before we get to Rita, go back to Larry. So Larry, rather than take the Russian one's approach at joining with the negative spirit and becoming one, rather than severing all of their bonds to everything that gave them pain, gave them ties, everything like that, he's taking the opposite approach. And he's going to hold on to those bonds. He's going to try to mend all of the things that are causing him pain. After everything that happened in the last episode, I'd be really interested to see how he's going to go about mending the road and that relationship with Paul, because that seems like it's gone down a path where it's well out of his control, but I'd be interested to see him try. That means he's not going to give up, not going to give up on his family, because that was part of the problem before, was that he did. And maybe that's the road to redemption for him and getting over that. And yeah, and then moving on to Rita, she going out there, getting this part in this play, and then finding out that it's not Our Town, the actual existing play, but somebody doing Our Town about everything that happened to the town after the events with like Mr. Nobody last season, with a town that got sucked into the donkey's ass, and then just the trauma and the way they pieced that together, and then how the collective public views the Doom Patrol with the one girl who's playing Rita. And it's like, she's just the blob monster and all these layers, and she really was like nailing a lot of things on her head, but like, I don't know. It's very self-reflective in some sort of way, with Rita getting this outsider's perspective on who she is, and with it being pretty insightful. But I really don't want to believe that she is truly the monster that wants to consume the world, and that's her goal, that's her meaning, that's her purpose. Rita's got to overcome that, and I think she will. I know she will. And I like her little line towards the end there. It was like, I guess I found my nemesis. This little whatever. She was like very chipper yet bubbly, and I don't know, didn't quite seem all there. And then let's go to Jane. We have her really asking some of the questions I've been talking about with some people in the comments as well, because we don't really know what happens if one of the personas dies. What happens? Do they actually die? Can they be recreated? What happens there? And I guess we get our answer here, because Miranda has risen from the well. Will Baby Doll and Flaming Katie also rise again? Maybe reborn differently? Would they have different powers? You know, she stated that when she came back, and now that she is primary, it seems like Miranda's in charge running the show. I'm curious to see how that's going to play out in the long run, since we're so interconnected with Jane. But how is this going to play out? Because she said, oh, don't ignore that shaking. That's just their stations collapsing. Will those reform when they come back? Is this version of Miranda different from the one that threw herself down the well? How's that all going to go? What's going to happen there? How's that going to evolve and grow? And you know, span out from this. And then some interesting little bits with this storyline with Cyborg and Ronnie branching out in this government conspiracy that seems to be growing between Star Labs, Calder Robotics, and stuff with this black market, black ops cybernetic tech that was installed on her and used and experimented on her as well. That raises a lot of questions and it points a lot of fingers, and I'm curious to see how that's going to tie in, because it not only connects Silas and Niles back together again, but it directly ties them into another branch, another black market area of the government. Maybe we'll see how what that ties into. Maybe that'll end up being maybe the core of this season, or maybe a setup for next season or something. That's going to go somewhere, because they're going to keep pulling at that thread, because that's really been Cyborg's journey this season, has been pulling at that thread and getting close to people and getting himself back out there, trying to mend his PTSD and his isolation and now he's kind of projecting it onto Ronnie as well to try to fix her and do the hero thing and try to figure out if there's some way he can kind of figure out how to stop all this stuff that was done to her with the poison being pumped into her body, and from the remains of those experiments lingering in her body still, and tracing that to where it leads. Oh, I'm curious to see how this all goes, man. I don't know what the hell is up with Niles and Cliff. I don't know what the fuck that was. So I don't know. And it's a solid episode. It was a beautiful episode. A lot of great imagery in here. A lot of great moments with all the characters. You know, I think this is the most positive we've seen Larry in a long time, and it makes me hopeful that maybe we'll see him kind of finally rise above all this suffering he's been going through. But I don't know where everybody else is sitting in this, man. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to add at the moment. I don't know. This episode left me a little speechless on speculations on where it's going to go from here. Where's Niles and Dorothy? Are they going to return home without Cliff? That's going to raise some questions. Where the fuck did Cliff go? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he ejected Cliff at Earth, and Cliff will land and be able to go home, and Chief is just going to take Dorothy and fly off into the nethers of space. Maybe even try to like double suicide or something. I don't know, because he clearly, no matter what, feels that Dorothy is a threat to the universe, and I don't think he's willing to risk that anymore. Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's taking Dorothy away to find a permanent prison for her, find a permanent solution for saving the world from her powers. I don't know, guys. I want to know your thoughts. So let's leave it at that. So sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, your theories, your speculations, your feelings on this episode, and sound off in the comments. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody.